Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a pretty quick little figure drawing session that I had. It was kind of weird getting back to this because it was probably maybe 6 months, maybe a year since there was a point where I was saying I was going to make figure drawing a daily habit. It was something that I had to wake up and do, and I was going to get so much better at it, and I was going to gain all these skills, and I didn't do it. Like at all. I don't think I lasted even a couple days past that point where I made that resolution. So it's weird to finally get back to specifically studying it after so long since my last session and that long since I had said that this was going to be something that I was going to make a daily habit. It just feels kind of frustrating. It feels frustrating because it feels like I've failed myself a little bit in a certain way, because that's something that I really do want to do. And I hate that I let myself down on that one. It's really just comes down to priorities. I know that. I know that I theoretically want to get better at it, and I want to use this as a tool for getting better at figure drawing. But when the time comes, I never prioritize that over spending time doing something else or sleeping in instead of doing this. And it's just good to get back to drawing it to give me that reminder that I still want it to be a priority, even if I haven't made it that yet. There are projects in the future that I really want to be able to do to the best of my skill set. And right now my skill set is not where it needs to be. When I draw illustrations, I always use reference, but it significantly holds me back in a way where I feel like I can't get my initial ideas out there in the way that I want them to. And moving forward, I want to be able to, I know I'm a broken record. Here I go talking about other things that I want to do, but I want to do graphic novels. I want to do characters where I can repeat the same characters over and over again, and I can show them in different poses. And while I would still be using reference, I want to be able to bring my own knowledge that I've already earned into that arena so that I can handle it a lot better and a lot more fluidly. Even just working on this small little set of figure drawings, I can already see from the beginning I was really, really rusty and I was struggling with certain things. And towards the end, I was feeling a lot more comfortable with it, and it made a little bit more sense. And even just that small distance from beginning to end from this, I can see an improvement and feel an improvement. It's clear that if I made a dedicated effort over time, I would have such an amazing growth that I would get from that. I would know that I was getting better, and I would have so much more confidence in drawing the figure and a stronger skill set to draw from when I am drawing. So this was kind of a good little micro moment of seeing an improvement and remembering that that is a priority for me. I do want to be able to draw more expressive figures, and I just need to make it happen. I really do. I hate saying that I'll do things and not doing them, but this is something that, for my goals to improve, for the things that I want to be able to create, I have to prioritize it. And if it's not now, it's going to be later. And if it's later, I'm going to be mad at myself for not doing it now, ultimately. If I do it now, I'll have more skills than I will later. But I am glad that at least I'm starting to get the wheels turning. I was a little bit, well, like I said, I was rusty at the beginning. I couldn't quite remember how we went about it in the figure drawing classes that I have. And as I was working, it came back to me that we would normally start off with very, very quick gestural line of action drawings, and they would last maybe 10 seconds, and we'd do a ton of those. And then we'd make the time a little bit more, and we draw a little bit less of the figures. And as we went on, we finally got to drawing a single figure for 2 hours, and we would be able to get it exactly right, or at least have the time to get it exactly right. And that's a little bit of what I tried to do with this one. I tried to start off with quicker ones, and the first couple ones that I did were really stiff. I could feel that even just my muscles and my mental power behind it was not loosened up in the way that I wanted it to be. And I guess that's just a good reminder of why really quick, loose line of action drawings are so important, because it gets you ready to be able to get that expression that you want from the other stuff. And if you go too quickly into trying to get everything exact, it's gonna completely kill any motion that you have in the figure. So I do need to get more fluidity into that. That is something that I do know that I struggle with. I struggle with it in my illustrations, and I fight with it even now when I'm trying to do something that's completely focused on fluidity. But it was fun working on it because there were these little like nuggets of information that popped into my head that I remembered from classes that I took. Like specifically, I remember when I learned this, it made so much sense and it instantly made things a lot easier. But when you're trying to draw the arm and the hand needs to be in a specific location, like on her hip or over their head, I would used to try to draw it just from the shoulder out to the forearm and then finally to the hand. And a lot of times it ended up in the wrong place because it would slowly end up somewhere crazy. But the key to making sure that it stays exactly where you want it to is to simply draw the hand before you draw the arm, which completely makes sense. I would draw the shoulder now and the hand where it needs to be, and then I'm able to get that exact shape that the arm makes, because there is a limited shape that the hand has and the arm has, and once you have those cornerstones, you can build in between it and it all comes together. And that is it for today. I will be back Saturday with another video, and if you'd like to help support this channel and the art that I do have a link to my art shop as well as my new Patreon link down in the description. But that is it. I'll be back next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you then.